This would go
Hi.
much smoother if
What?
Mimi had put her headphones in before, but that's okay. Go ahead,
Always
Mimi.
complaining.
Yep, I am. That's my job,
Hey,
and I'm
everyone.
damn good at it.
Oh, my gosh.
It's Coffee Social, the podcast all about social media and business. And now, here are your hosts, Jonathan Howard and Mimi Langley.
Hey, everyone. Hi, Jonathan Howard.
Hello, Mimi Langley.
You sound really happy today. Cheers.
It's just my espresso.
Espresso. Don't you say, I feel like you sound like you're saying espresso. It's
Espresso.
E-S.
E-S. Espresso.
espresso. We had this conversation before.
I know. I think we had it on one of these episodes recently.
So I was telling Jonathan, like, I'm hungry. I'm really hungry. I mean, I know we have to like record today, but
We're
want lunch.
recording at a weird time for us. That's why I'm having an espresso. I see. I now Mimi's making me say espresso.
Yeah, you are saying, no, you've been saying
Now I just
espresso the whole time.
I just did. But yeah, so we're recording at a weird time today, and it's throwing us off.
Yeah, my
Mimi's
stomach's
hungry.
growling.
I'm super high on caffeine.
Yeah, well, it's a good combination. I mean, it's going to get us through this episode, you guys. So, Jonathan, we planned this episode to be a micro one, so under 10
Yes, we
minutes,
did.
but we'll
Yes,
see
we
how it
did.
goes. There's a lot to talk about when it comes to gaining clarity with your business idea.
Yes. Yeah, there is.
I'm here to learn too, because I always want to, it's like every entrepreneur has their own process to get that
Yeah,
clarity.
we all. I mean, you go about things totally differently than I do, which is the wrong way. But that's okay. We let.
I do it my own damn way. Jonathan
That's right,
Howard.
and that's what I believe is you need to do it because there is no set in stone. Why is my house shaking again?
Is it shaking?
Anyway, yes,
Shaking?
everybody has their own way of doing things, and I think it's really important that we go with the way that works best for us.
I love that. And I love that you always preach that. So anytime he always goes against what I'm saying, I'm like, I do it my own damn way, just to kind of throw it in his face
right.
a little bit.
She
Jonathan,
does.
but we can do that, right? Like, we're at that level
Yes.
of friendship. Okay.
This isn't going to be a 5-minute episode, so
Okay, well, real quick, why don't you tell people who you are, just in case it's their first time at Coffee Social?
absolutely. My name is Jonathan Howard. I'm the owner of Success on Social, and I help successful female coaches reach their ideal clients by developing their signature style so they can actually get out there, tell their story, and no longer be the best kept secret in their niche. Over to you, Mimi.
Ooh, you changed that up.
I did.
I like that. Ooh. Well, hi, everyone. I'm Mimi Langley. I teach women in business how to host, how to moderate on social audio, aka audio marketing for your business. It's really a great way to stand out from the same old content that people are so easy to scroll through. So think about social audio. We'll have our resources below for you guys. But Jonathan, let's start this conversation off with why. I mean, I know we talk about you have to have clarity when you're putting together your business idea, whether it's a course or whatever you're trying to do with your business. But why is that important? Why should that be like a focus of ours? Clarity.
Well, I mean, because if we don't know what we're doing and what we're driving for, then we're just throwing things at the wall with no end in sight because we don't know what we want. So without having any clarity about what we want, we're just going to constantly be on a hamster wheel of content and launches and all those things. You have to set a goal and know what you're going for, and that requires clarity.
It does. And you're right, though. I think, gosh, when you said hamster wheel, like I visualized that right away. Because sometimes if you don't just pause for a second and gain actual clarity, like it does feel like you're on a hamster wheel sometimes. And you're like, what am I doing?
Why?
Okay, let's dive. Why? Exactly. That's important. But you wanted us to kick this off. And I think that you're absolutely in the right, by the way. Like, do you want to tell everybody the first way to kind of gain clarity?
Yeah, the first way to gain clarity is to ask your audience what they need, what they want, what their desire from you is. Because you can come up with all the ideas in the world, but if your audience doesn't want it, it's not going to sell. So you have to know what your audience wants in order to create an offer, a course, even if it's just the next thing you want to teach. You have to know what your audience wants. That's the
So
biggest.
true.
Right.
I mean, it's the truth. But it's like, I think a lot of people, especially if you're just really getting started, I think a lot of people, this is like a setback for them because they feel like they have not yet reached that level of where they can actually ask their community or their followers, like, hey, so do you have any, there's a fly, Jonathan. There's a fly.
There's a fly.
Someone get the fly off the set, please.
I imagine a random person running in and get it with a fly swatter. Anyway, so
But how do you get that? How do you get the feedback? Yeah.
Here's the thing. Go into your social audio. So if you have something that, is covered on social audio, go into other people's rooms. Listen to what the audience there is saying. Listen to the questions that they're asking, because that's a great way to do market research and find out what your audience will need. Look in your competitors' comments on Instagram. That is gold. In their comments on Instagram, people are going to be asking, but what about this? And that what about this is a question that you can answer. That's a problem you can solve. So looking and doing that research, that market research, that's going to help you gain clarity. You don't need a lot of people to do that.
Like right there. I mean, literally, you don't even have to start, although I encourage you to get on social audio and start a room and have conversations with your people. I love that you went right. Like you can literally go on to Reddit or, any of these kinds of websites. What is it? What's another good one? Answer the Public? Is that one?
Yeah, Answer the Public is a great place where you can get what questions the public is asking. Type into a Google search. What is, and then whatever your keyword is, and see what pops up. And those are the questions that people are literally typing into Google. And this is how we type, typing into Google and seeing what the answer is. And those are the questions you can answer.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, anybody can start there. Literally anybody. So I love that a lot. That's really good. I was also thinking, when we're talking about kind of getting feedback and talk to your people, your audience, your community, whatnot, like you can even do what you're thinking of creating. You could do it as a beta version of it. That way, that's like real-time feedback. They already know that they're signing up for the beta because they know that they're like expected to tell you how the program went, all that. So
yep.
What do you think about
that? Absolutely. I think a beta program is great. And I think the best thing about beta is you can build as you go. So literally from week to week, you can build out the program as you're going. Nobody expects you to have it finished. And you can then adapt as you go. So by the end of your beta, it's better already. And you just have to go back and figure out the beginning again.
I love beta. I really do. It's like
I
one
launched
of
my
my
first
things.
course. I launched my first course on beta. Absolutely. Best thing I could have ever done.
Best thing, right? Like I feel like not a lot of people talk about it, but we should probably do a whole
Never
episode on
launched
beta.
it out of beta.
Yeah, I mean, but still, like it's just wild how much you think you know what your people need and want, and then you open something like that up, and they really, it's things that you would have never thought of. Yeah,
Right. And it needed to be a longer thing and all those things. And I ended up I use all of that course now for all my mini courses and my lessons and all of that. So that entire big course is what I use for a lot of my teachings.
that's so great. I didn't know that. Okay, well that's cool.
I
So it
launched
wasn't
3
time
times in
wasted.
beta. It wasn't time wasted. I launched it 3 times in beta and made good money on it. So
Exactly. I mean, you guys, beta doesn't have to be, here's a free ticket. Beta can
Right.
cost money. So, okay, awesome. Anything else you want to say about that before we go on to another point on gaining
No.
clarity?
let's go on to another point in gaining clarity.
Okay,
We're at
so
9 minutes. 9 minutes already. 9 minutes.
okay, so I love this one because I do this all the time. I talk about it all the time. Brain dumping. Like literally sit with yourself and just brain dump everything you can think about when it comes to you and what you're trying to create. Whether it's your customer avatar, how you're going to market it, what problems are you solving? Because it could be more than one problem, different angles of how you want to hit marketing and messaging and all that. Do you like to brain dump?
Yes, I do.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
Did you
my
turn
gosh.
into a robot or what? Is there a button is on your
I
thing that
turned
says
into a
robot?
robot. Yes, I have a button that says robot.
Shout out to Road. Roadcaster. Yeah, so I can imagine you being a brain dumper, but then I also feel like you're not a brain dumper.
I'm a brain dumper because I love to get things down on paper, pen to paper, and that's how I think out things. And whether it's mind mapping or whatever I do, it's pen to paper.
I'm that way too. I know we've talked about this. You are pen to paper, and you have like a huge piece of paper that you love to.
I do.
Work off. One of the days you're gonna have to show the people. I don't know if you have shown it on a YouTube video for the podcast.
I've shown it on. I haven't shown. No, not on a YouTube video. One day.
Well, honestly, you guys, like brain dumping, again, it doesn't have to be pen to paper, however you want to operate, right? But that could be a place where you could put your keywords. I mean, literally anything that you want to put down about this idea, just put it on there because you never know when you have to revisit it or pull it apart and all that. So, okay, the next thing I was going to, I have here is like, just take a second to check in with yourself, and think about, because I don't know if this happens to you, Jonathan, but sometimes I sit here and I have like 20 ideas that I can run with, so we have to like stand back for a second and really like ask the question, is this serving like my big goal, my overall goal? Do you ever do that?
Yeah, absolutely. So here's the thing. Is it serving your overall goal? And also, this is one thing that I've learned from my current coach. Does it suit what you actually like to do? Like, because if you don't like I don't like to give deliverables, why am I creating programs where I need to give deliverables every week? That doesn't make sense. I need to create a program where there aren't deliverables. I need to create a program where I get to do the things that I like to do more, and they serve my people still. So, yeah, taking that step back, whether it's too many ideas or too much stuff or goodness knows any of the other things that come up.
I love that, actually. I mean, now I'm going to be thinking, I always try to go with my heart and like, am I having fun? Is this going to be fun? Is this going to, because if it's not going to last very long. You're going to you're going to hate yourself if you get yourself stuck in a situation where you're like, I do not like this. So
what are you talking about? I've been an entrepreneur 8 years.
Someone get the fly off the set, please. Other things that you can think about too is, maybe the goal, you want to have 20K months. I'm just saying, is this going to help you get there? And most of the time it will, but it's good to check in on those things. Maybe you want to travel the world with your business. And so you have to figure out, is this something where it's flexible and I can travel still and do, those things. So there's just like a list that you could put together for yourself. I'm sure there's something on Google. You don't have a list, do you, Jonathan?
I don't have a list, but honestly, if you want to gain clarity on your business, start writing everything down and then making that plan. And here's what I know we've talked about this in other episodes, but make that plan and then break it down into actionable things and set those real goals that have action behind them, so that, because what do they say? A goal without action is just a dream. Something along those lines.
I don't like that line.
Yeah, but it's true. If you're not taking action, you're just dreaming about it. You're just like, ooh, I hope this happens. Yay.
Well, what if
Shit ain't gonna happen if you're not working.
What if I just like wake up one morning and
It doesn't work like that. Shit ain't gonna happen if you're not working.
You're stomping on our dreams right now, Jonathan. No, you're right though. You do have to take action. That's 1000% the truth. Okay, last thing on the agenda for today's episode. I don't know if you agree with this, but let me know if you do, as far as gaining clarity. Like, do you feel like you should kind of ask yourself, like, why your business idea? I have it written down. What sets you apart from the rest? Like, do you think you should answer that question?
Yeah. I mean, me being a big believer in the signature style, yes, absolutely, because that thing that sets you apart from everybody else is your key to marketing. It should align with all the other things that you have out there. So if you're going to make a big change in your business and switch things up, and you want to have this unique thing that you're doing, it has to align with all the other unique things that you're doing. So you have to really bring your marketing in line. Your signature style has to be in line, and it can't be too far off from what you were doing because you're going to confuse people. And a confused mind never buys. But yes, you should absolutely look and see what it is that you're doing differently, because if it's just the same old, if you're just selling the same packet of, reports or templates or whatever, nobody's going to buy it from you. You're not different.
Jonathan loves templates. I love templates. I don't know what's anyways. Shout out to anyone who makes and sells templates. No, but I love that. Now when we were talking about, like, when you were saying what you were just saying, like, I was thinking about Starbucks, and I'm like, I wonder if Starbucks ever answered this question. I'm sure they have. Like, do you feel like, yeah, because they sell coffee. I mean, everybody sells coffee. So it's like, what makes you different? Yeah.
They don't sell coffee.
Really, oh yeah. What do they sell?
The experience.
Oh, okay. I'm so happy we just talked about that. Wow. Okay. It's the same thing with Apple with the like the first iPod or whatever. And it was like, we don't sell, I forgot what they said, but it's like we sell 1,000 hours of music or something.
They don't sell music. They don't sell computers. They sell tools for people to change the world.
Oh my gosh, Jonathan's just schooling me right now. Shout out to Apple.
I mean, you have to look at things from what experience are you delivering, what emotion are you making them feel.
Oh my gosh, that is the golden nugget. I hope that you guys made it this far in the episode. Kudos to you if you have, because that right there, put that on a Post-it note, okay? All right, Jonathan, let's go ahead. We'll wind down. Do you want to do your thing over the mic?
Thank you all for listening to our 20-minute episode. And I am going to remind you, if you're enjoying what you're hearing, please do us a favor and give us 5 stars, because Mimi cries a lot like a baby when she doesn't get 5 stars. And we don't like Mimi to cry because, well, I need her to be able to talk in complete sentences when we're on the podcast. So give her 5 stars anywhere that you listen to your podcast. And make sure that you also check us out on social media, YouTube, Instagram, all the places, OnlyFans. I keep saying OnlyFans and she's going to kill me.
I feel like you're
Pinterest.
manifesting that for us, but
It's all good. Mimi, over to you. What's our question?
Oh, I'm going to stump you. Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
Did you see it or you didn't see it?
I don't remember it.
Okay, this is where we're going to ask the most important question of them all, and we want you to vote. We want you to tell us which team you're on. Let us know in the comments on the YouTube video, or let us know in the comments on Instagram, or DM us. We just want to hear from you guys. All right. So are you team test the waters or team I'm all in?
Can I be in the middle?
No.
Damn it. I
know,
am.
it's a tricky one. It's a tricky one because I think it just depends on what you're doing.
Which are you? Yeah. Which are you?
Well, for the podcast, I was all in.
I was test the waters.
Yes, you were. Yeah. So
But usually I'm all in. Yeah.
Something to
Who
think
knows?
about.
We'll figure that out. You guys let us know.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much for listening and watching, and we will see you in the next episode. Make sure to check out all the other episodes that we have. If you enjoyed yourself, you're going to enjoy those as well. Bye, everyone. Bye, Jonathan Howard.
Bye, Mimi Langley.
Let's get this fly out of here. Okay.
Hold, please.
No, we don't. Not you. We need to hire a PA, a production assistant. That's what we
To
need.
get rid of the flies in your.
Yeah, and to like refresh the coffee. I mean, I used to be a PA, so I can say that.